When the NBA paused the 2019-2020 season on March 12, fans were left wondering, will the season resume at some point this year? On June 3rd, us fans finally heard the words that we've been dying to hear. The NBA announces that it will return and continue the 2019 and 2020 season. With this being said, we are now a step closer to crowning the NBA champion. Hey everyone, this is Jimmy Sports, and today we will be breaking down the top 5 teams with the 5 best odds to win the NBA championship. Without further ado, let's start the video. At number 5, we have the Houston Rockets. The Houston Rockets were top in the division, boasting a record of 40-24. They were second in the league in scoring, averaging 118.1 points a game. James Harden led the way with an astounding 34.4 points a game, which also led the league. Russell Westbrook was second on the team, averaging 27.5 points, while also averaging 8 rebounds and 7 assists per game. Fun fact, Westbrook's 8 rebounds a game led the team after the Rockets dealt big man Clint Capella to the Atlanta Hawks. I think the Rockets are a huge dark horse as they have 2 of the best scorers and playmakers in the league. They also have solid role players such as PJ Tucker, who is actually the center, and Robert Covington, who provides solid perimeter defense. As a team, they shoot 45% from the field, 35% from threes, and 78% from the free throw line. They are 27th in the league in giving up offensive rebounds for obvious reasons, and yield 29th lowest team assist totals with 21.5 assists per game. The only player reported opting out of the season is longtime veteran Thabo Sefolosha. He only averaged 10 minutes a game, so I don't think his absence is going to affect them at all. This team is the epitome of a small ball, and Mike D'Antoni's freestyle one-on-one offense is going to boast some serious numbers when the season continues. At number 4, we have the Boston Celtics. Now, there are reports that Jason Tatum supposedly did not touch basketball for 3 months. Now, I think that's false because, come on, it's like saying a chef didn't touch a spoon for 3 months. The Boston Celtics were second in the Atlantic with a record of 43 wins and 21 losses behind the Toronto Raptors. The Celtics were one of the top defensive teams this season, only giving up 106.8 points per game, in addition to being in top 7 in both categories of steals and blocks. Leading the defensive unit is veteran Marcus Smart, who is averaging 1.6 steals a game. Offensively, the Celtics boast 3 players averaging more than 20 points a game, which includes Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Kemba Walker. With Gordon Hayward not playing due to the birth of his child, it will be no surprise if Jason Tatum explodes into another level. I think the key here is Brad Stevens, who to me is like Baby Pop, a solid coach who knows how to utilize his players' strengths. The Celtics are the only team in this list without a Tier 1 player, but as a team, I think they have a defensive edge, which is really important considering other teams will probably be rusty offensively. The only knock I have with the Celtics isn't on the court, but off. They are still a young team, so it'll be interesting how their focus and composure during this weird NBA bubble will maintain. The third team on this list is the LA Clippers. The Clippers, just like the Houston Rockets, are a high-caliber offensive team with lots of weapons. With their 2 key free agent acquisitions on track to play and healthy, it's going to be difficult for other teams to match up defensively. They were tied for 4th in scoring, averaging 116.2 points per game while shooting 46.4% from the field. They ranked 4th in offensive rebounds and 3rd in total rebounds as a team. Prior to the NBA stopping play, the Clippers were 9-1 when healthy. When healthy, I like the Clippers to win it all. They have the star power and veteran presence, and not to mention all defensive players like Patrick Beverley, who earns his check with his heart. This is a scary team for anyone to face. Out of the 64 games during the NBA season, they only play 10 games as a full unit. They also don't shoot the 3 balls often as other teams. They also showed the ability to have some game farts during the season by losing to teams such as the Hawks, Kings, T-Wolves, and Bulls. The second team with the second highest odds in this list is the Milwaukee Bucks, led by reigning and maybe repeating NBA MVP Giannis Antetokounmpo. The Bucks had the best record in the NBA and led the league in scoring, averaging 118.6 points per game, and was second in field goal percentage at 47.5%. They led the league in defensive rebounds, which only means one thing: they force a lot of misses. They give the lowest field goal percentage for opponents at 41.3%. Giannis is going to have to continue to put this team on his back and some if they want to win the NBA championship, which leads me to say that I think Chris Middleton is the key for this team. He's doing his part as a solid number 2 guy, currently averaging 21.1 points a game. This team is well balanced, as 8 other guys besides the starting 5 play more than 14 minutes per game. The only knock I have on this team is, will the rest of the team be able to support Giannis, just as Kawhi was supported during his run in Toronto? Everyone knows the ball will go through Giannis, so it's up to the rest of the team to step it up. They're also not the greatest free throw shooting team, only averaging 74%. It's not bad, but it's bottom 4 in the league. Basketball fans know that free throw shooting is definitely a crucial aspect of the game, especially when the game's close during the final minutes. And finally, the team with the best odds to win the NBA championship is the Los Angeles Lakers. It's been a minute since the Lakers were favored to win everything. Considering what they went through this season, such as acquiring Anthony Davis and random dudes off the street to meet their roster requirements, I would say it's been a successful season. However, Laker fans are not satisfied, and they have the right not to be. Time is ticking as LeBron's career is nearing its tail end. However, its numbers prove otherwise. Regardless, he's 35 years old and has played over 1,258 games in his career. The Lakers led the league in shooting percentage at 48% while averaging 114.3 points per game, which is good enough for 7th. They give up the 3rd fewest points to opponents and give up the fewest defensive rebounds to opposing teams. A team with 2 MVP caliber players in LeBron and AD, don't be surprised to see if the Lakers will be one of the 2 teams playing for the NBA championship. Avery Bradley is being replaced by J.R. Smith, which I honestly think is just a swap between defense for offense. But Dwight Howard's decision to play is huge, as he anchors the middle and provides much needed length and a shot blocking presence. The 2 concerns I have against the Lakers is their inconsistent 3-point shooting and their bottom 3 free throw shooting percentage. And also the main question is, will Kyle Kuzma be a productive 3 guy? If I were to place my bet, it would be on the Clippers. I just think they provide the toughest matchup for any team. They have shooters and all NBA defensive players. With a lengthy pause to the season, Kawhi and PG look well oiled to charge full steam ahead. Let me know in the comments below who you think will win the NBA championship. And if you thought this video was informative, go ahead and click that subscribe button and stay tuned for more NBA updates, news, and breakdowns. Stay blessed.